Yep. So I wasn't going to do an update on this car because I really wasn't going to touch it or modify it or anything, but seeing as you guys can tell by the title something did happen, might as well do an update, and I'll give you guys a play-by-play and what's going to happen next. So excuse my not really relevant models here because I can't seem to find any of the toy cars that I definitely have somewhere. I'm going to use these two airplanes. This one's me, this one's the other guy. So what happened is, I'm driving down the highway, and there's this one lane here on the right, which is basically an exit lane and kind of turns that way, and then all the other lanes keep going straight. It's like your basic highway. So I started driving, I started passing this guy, and I could see this guy's doing some weird stuff here and there, But I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna keep my distance. But my exit's coming up, so I'm like, okay. So he started slowing down, so I started passing him, and I'm starting to make, turning a little bit over here. And I guess this guy just realized, you know what, I'm gonna take this exit at the same time. So he just, boop, turned right into me, and then just sideswiped me. And I was like, all right, great. So, we all did that, and then I was like, awesome. And that happened. So then what happened next is basically an F-22 Raptor came in and it started just blasting. And then basically we both pulled off to the side. He was like over here, and then eventually the police came and they kind of went over here, and here's the police. And then you kind of, just took our statements and asked us what the story was, and I still have to go get the report, but that's pretty much it. As for the damage itself, it might look a little bad here just because the paint transfer is still on there, but it's not too terrible. As you can see, he started here. He basically just hit right here and just scratched this whole side. There's a scratch right here, but you can see some of this does come off like there. So it might just be buff and some paint to go in there. This isn't really too bad. You just basically sideswipe that. Comes down here. This part, there's a hit here. So I'm not sure if this needs to be replaced either. This is kind of, doesn't come off on camera too well, but this part's hit pretty bad. Kind of scraped there, you can see. And then here, more paint transfer. That could come off as well. So it's not too bad, not too bad. Get over here. Initially, I saw this and I thought this was cracked, and this was at nighttime and it was raining just a little bit. And I was like, damn, this whole thing's cracked. I need to remove, replace this entire panel. But I don't know, that we'll see if that happens or not, but it's not. It's actually the plastic part that's there, I guess, for the rock chips. It's in such a funny spot, but it's just a plastic thing, like a wrap that you'd put on there just to protect your car. So that's there. So that's not too bad. It's outlined because of the scrape. Here's actually a dent. This is probably the worst part of the car, to be honest. Here's a hit, so it's indented in. You can see there. That's kind of bad. So scrapes all the way up here, and then some parts of the rim also, just as he was coming off, he hit as well. So yeah, but in any case, not too bad. This is essentially one of my worst fears, is you could be driving, being vigilant and looking out and on the road and seeing what's happening and avoiding potential hazards, or staying away from people that you think might be dangerously driving. There's nobody really there. This guy was just driving in the lane, and it's the worst thing. He probably just didn't see me. I was right next to him, just turned into you. Really nothing I could do. To my right is the end of the bridge. Basically, there's a bridge part that you go over before the exit, and couldn't slam on the brakes. He's right next to me. Couldn't really accelerate out of the way because he just turned in out of nowhere. So, I mean, there's really nothing I could have done. I couldn't swerve in there. Couldn't really stop going through a turn. So, in any case, I think best case scenario, no one was hurt. Both cars seemed fine. His just had a little bit of the bumper hanging off, but didn't seem too bad either. So I guess there'll be an update to this. I don't know if it's going to be just a buff and paint, or if we're going to replace this panel, or what's going to happen. It's a pretty big panel, to be completely honest with you, with these coupes. But in any case, that's going to be it for now, and see you guys in the next update.